Alright, welcome back to the third video. Saya minta maaf ya, terpaksa pecahkan video ini kepada 3 video because I am using screen cache-o-matic. So it only allow in the free version 15 minutes sahaja. Okay, so we will refresh back on the second video di mana we have already discussed some of the well-being models. Okay, kita ada cuba ingat balik what models do we have? We have Reeves models. We have Kayes, Moyes models of social being. We have Seligman models, which have the acronym of PERMA. And we also have personal meaning profile developed by Wong's 1998. What is the similarity of this model of well-being? These 5 models, they discuss on acceptance, how acceptance is needed in one's life to us to become flourish and become happy. Right. For this third video, okay, sebelum ni kita dah belajar, we learn through the theoretical of acceptance. We might be wondering, what are the purpose of acceptance in our life? Or to be specifically, what does acceptance mean in our life in order to survive and flourish? Okay, remember I emphasize the words mean, which is covered in the third video, the meaning management theory. What is this MMT theory? Okay, the meaning management theory assume that we human, kita manusia, are meaning seeker and meaning maker. Betul? Kalau awak nak buat sesuatu, you try to find what does it mean to me? Why? Kenapa? Dan kita akan cuba cari. We try to seek and we try to create something that bring meaningful to you. Okay? It also demonstrates that with meaning, human capacity can offer the best protection against the threat. Yes. Bila kita buat sesuatu, ada tujuan, ada matlamat, there are meaning, there are objective. We build our capacity. Kita akan build kita punya kemampuan to protect, untuk lindungi kita dari sebarang threats ataupun ancaman. That is the assumption of the meaning management theory, MMT. So, this theory, dia cuba kaitkan dengan acceptance. How acceptance fit into the theory? Okay, this is the assumption yang tadi saya bincangkan tadi. Right, so how acceptance is seen, is viewed in this perspective meaning. Okay, kalau kat sini awak akan tengok ada beberapa row of table and each of this column are the pathways of the acceptance. Remember in the second video kita dah bincangkan 5 pathway how we developed our acceptance. We can develop it through ourselves. We can develop it from others' acceptance. Also we can develop through the experience of death, the stress acceptance and acceptance of fear and now. So untuk perspective meaning seeking ni, I only highlighted in the yellow row here, example of how this acceptance can fit into the meaning seeking perspective. Okay, so for example, untuk row yang di highlightkan kuning ni, right, if we accept ourselves to make a good difference, kita akan bertanyakan pada diri kita, okay, how can I make a difference? Okay, inquiry of our self-acceptance. And kalau kita lihat dari sudut pandangan orang lain, other acceptance. Your difference is accepted in the culture. Okay, itu dari pandangan other acceptance. In the view of death acceptance, okay, does your change or your difference can be good when you are dying later? Awak akan cuba bertanya dari sudut death, okay, penerimaan kematian. And in the view of stress acceptance, bila awak berada dalam keadaan stressful, you might inquiry, why this thing happen? Why God let me into this problem? Itu bila awak dalam keadaan stres lah. Okay, you will inquire. Awak akan bertanya pada diri awak. And once if you accepted the difference, okay, benda yang awak nak berubah tu, okay, you try to attune to spiritual experience, dan awak akan cuba tune down, dan awak akan cuba gain some spiritual, maknanya dari segi kerohanian awak, right? So dalam the first stage of meaning seeking perspective ni, acceptance, the first stage, dia memerlukan awak untuk inquire, untuk bertanyakan, mendapat jawapan untuk setiap pathway acceptance tersebut. Okay, the next stage, okay, here, the next stage, the second stage, okay, and row yang saya highlightkan kuning ni, is the stage where each of the question yang awak tanya sebelum ni, awak akan cuba dapatkan jawapannya dan propose the practice, propose apakah langkah-langkah yang awak boleh buat untuk mencapai jawapan kepada the first inquiry tadi. Okay, so awak tengok kat sini, in the self-acceptance, untuk capai jawapan pada how do you can make difference, maybe you can do the right things, okay, to fit the other's perception here. Okay, you can create a vision and a common purpose which fit the culture. Okay, and to deal with the acceptance, awak akan mula untuk practice generativity, maknanya awak akan generate something new that can benefit you. And to cope with the stress acceptance, bila awak dalam keadaan stress, you will try to accept it, you cope it, awak akan try learn to be wise and lesson from suffering. Awak akan belajar daripada kesusahan awak. Dan at the end, to the utmost acceptance of here and now, you will appraise all the events of your personal significance. Segala masalah awak, segala experience awak, awak akan hargainya, and that will give you a significance. Sebab walaupun segala event tu mendatangkan bukan mudarat lah, bagi awak rasa dia sangat menyakitkan, but it's actually it can build your significance. Okay, that is how it fits to the fifth pathway of acceptance, which is acceptance of here and now. Baik, so secara summary-nya, okay, sesudah kita mendapatkan jawapan kepada step inquiry, the third step is that every of the practice dalam step yang kedua tu, kita akan try to revise to fit the event. Sebab event dalam kehidupan kita tidak sama. Kita akan hadapi masalah yang berbeza-beza. So kita akan cuba revise our self-concept. Okay, kita akan cuba change one opinion, okay, and attitude about others. Kita akan renew our relationship with old friends. Okay, kita akan re-engage in life, and kita akan revise kita punya information or cognitive on how to accept all the events in your life. So the third stage of acceptance according to meaning perspective, the third stage kita akan making improvement. Okay, baik. So in summary, apa yang awak dapat lihat di sini, acceptance in meaning making perspective. Pertama, manusia itu akan sering kali mencari what are the meaning of his or her life to be accepted. Kedua, dia akan cuba mencari jawapan pada setiap persoalan dia tadi. Okay, the kedua is the step or the practice. Dan ketiga, each of the practices yang dia buat selama ini, kalau dia ingin maju dalam hidup, dia akan ubah. He or she will revise, he will renew all the practices. That is how acceptance is viewed in meaning making perspective. Okay, so kita dah sampai kepada objektif yang terakhir, the view of acceptance in meaning making perspective. So what are the conclusion? What can you get from this topic? The take home message. Okay, acceptance is probably the most effective and versatile way of adaptation. So acceptance adalah effective and versatile untuk adapt kepada kehidupan. Capable of repairing the worst and bringing out the best. Yes, acceptance. Kalau awak mula menerima sesuatu itu seadanya, awak sebenarnya bringing out, you try to bring out the best of you. Okay. Dan conclusion kedua, there are 5 pathways of acceptance that cover in our life. The personhood or the self-acceptance, the relationship or we known as other acceptance, the existential issues regarding the human condition. Okay, yang ni kita panggil apa tadi? Remember? Cuba cari. We have also stress acceptance, loss and suffering, with death acceptance, and we have mindfulness, okay, which also known as acceptance of here and now. Okay, acceptance yang mindfulness yang kelima tu adalah acceptance yang paling tinggi lah. Right. The next take-home message is that the practice of acceptance can enable us to become mature, responsible, become positive, resilient. Resilient bermaksud awak ini adalah resistant kepada sebarang cabaran. Awak mampu tangani dia. Who turn all of this problem into development. Di mana awak gunakan segala masalah dan cabaran ini as your development to a positive society. Okay. So, itu gunanya untuk awak menerima sesuatu. Okay, tak kisahlah sama ada penerimaan itu baik ataupun tidak. And the fourth one is our ability to live fully and meaningfully regardless of circumstances depends on learning to accept. Ya, betul. Okay, kebolehan untuk kita hidup dalam kehidupan yang penuh makna bermula dengan acceptance of the negative. Okay, seseorang dapat menerima kelemahan dan juga the negativity. Okay, adalah orang itu orang yang berjaya dalam kehidupan yang kelak. And acceptance also represent the cornerstone of a balanced positive psychology. Acceptance juga adalah batu loncatan kepada kehidupan psikologi yang melibatkan pemikiran awak lebih positif. Baik, so that are the conclusion of topic 5, acceptance. So, ini ada sedikit friendly reminder sebelum saya akhiri video saya yang ketiga ni. Do not forget about your tutorial 1. Okay, tutorial 1 ni adalah tutorial pertama saya which we will discuss on the week 6. Okay, 6 September. So, minggu hadapan, sebaik saja awak naik daripada cuti, kita akan ada tutorial. There will be no lecture. Okay, this tutorial have been attached in VLE. And also do not forget your glossary activity. Kita akan bincang juga bersama-sama tutorial 1 ini. Baiklah, so hari ini saya harap you can gain a few points on acceptance, kepentingan acceptance dalam kehidupan awak dan how it can affect humans behavior. So, saya akhiri untuk video saya terakhir ini dengan ucapan terima kasih, belajar rajin-rajin. Jangan lupa untuk kembali ke Mestek. Okay, ingat minggu ke-7 kita akan ada mid semester test. So, jangan risau walaupun recording ni mungkin awak rasa tak berapa nak faham, we will discuss it during our tutorial time. Kita akan refresh balik topik 5 ni semasa tutorial. Baik, terima kasih di atas keprihatinan and also your attention towards this video lecture. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Cheers.